Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. You can keep getting your coffee and your snacks, but if I could have your attention, we're going to get things rolling here. Good morning. My name is Alex Panagotakos, and I am here to serve as your MC again. I was here last year doing this, and I guess I didn't screw up that bad because they asked me to do it again. I also serve on the Spokane Area Jewish Family Services Board as the secretary, and it is my honor to be your MC again today. Before I get started, though, I wanted to honor some last-minute donors and sponsors. So first, one of our silver sponsors is Carla Pepperzak. Thank you so much. And Roy and Judy Glickman, thank you. Bronze sponsors, Doctors Mary Noble and Herschel Selman, and they say, Yashar Koa to Marty and Faith for their unwavering support for SAJFS for so many years. Yeah. Thanks, folks. We'd also like to thank Safeway because they did donate some of the flowers today. And speaking of flowers, the bouquets on your table, aside from the special ones for Marty and Faith, are available to take home. If you would like to continue the beauty of today and bring it home with you, there are some bidding cards on your table. So if you would like to bid for the beautiful bouquets on your table, please do that. And then speaking of which, if you didn't already see, as you enter in here, we have some amazing auction items, so be sure to check those out. And you may have noticed that one of the auction items is from me. I'm a longtime birder, and I wanted to share that love with you all. So if you're interested in getting a bird book and then grabbing a few of your friends and coming birding with me, I would love to have you. And this should come as no surprise then that I'm starting off with a bird analogy, okay? And I'll get to the point eventually, I promise. But I want to tell you about chickadees. So chickadees are tiny. They're only about the size of a ping pong ball, actually. But they are fierce. They're resourceful. They're incredibly community-oriented. In winter, they flock together. They huddle together for warmth. They share body heat and survive the cold. They warn each other of danger. They've got all these different calls that mean different things. They never stop talking. They're a constant chorus of support, direction, and connection. So why am I telling you this? It's because chickadees remind me a lot of Jewish Family Services. They're resilient, resourceful, and always making sure no one is left out in the cold. And like the chickadee, we may be small. As you know, we only have one paid staff member, but he is mighty. Thank you, Neil. But we are mighty like the little chickadee. Thanks to a dedicated board, incredible volunteers, and generous supporters like all of you, we show up with care, warmth, and wisdom exactly when people need us most. And I'll tell you another thing about chickadees. They never stop talking. Seriously, they have one of the most complex vocal systems in the bird world. And I've been facilitating the Jewish Family Services strategic planning process, and I can attest that like chickadees, the Jewish Family Services Board also never stops talking. I hear some giggles out there. I think that's confirmation that people agree. But it's like the chickadee. The reason they never stop talking is because they care. Because every voice matters, and because we are building something strong, something kind, something enduring together. Together, we've helped seniors get to the doctor, make sure low-income families can keep the lights on, created space for caregivers to connect, and filled homes with Jewish joy through books, films, and community events. We're here today not just to celebrate what JFS has done, but to invest in what they will continue to do. meet fundamental human needs with dignity, compassion, and connection. And the truth is, right now, we need your support more than ever. As the safety net continues to fray and more of our neighbors face rising costs and shrinking options, Jewish Family Services is seeing demand grow from people who are counting on us. Your generosity today, whether it's a donation, a raffle bid, signing up to volunteer, coming bird watching with me, makes it possible for us to continue showing up for community. I want to thank you all for being part of this work, and thank you for helping make our little chickadee soar. So let's begin the program. We're going to start with Diana, who is going to introduce our Outstanding Service Award. So come on up, Diana.
Thanks, Alex. Good morning. So today we remember the remarkable legacy of Julie Morris as we honor two incredible women for their outstanding service. And it is my personal pleasure to get to honor and introduce Faith Hayflick, perhaps better introduced as the most interesting woman in the world. On any given day, she might be scuba diving in some exotic corner of the globe, or open water swimming at Bede Lake closer to home. I almost expected her to skydive straight into the Hemmingson building this morning, maybe, Mission Impossible style. So, this is a woman who built a wildly successful business company in Silicon Valley, in a field and at a time when the ceilings were crushing and the barriers were high. We in Spokane were very fortunate that Faith and Charlie chose our community to retire to after their California adventures. So while retirement might be the time that many folks kick back and relax, this was not the case for Faith. She quickly became a leader in our Jewish community, and with her well-honed negotiation and business skills, just over a decade ago, she forged the first ever collaboration agreement between Congregation Emmanuel and Temple Beth Shalom. She created a partnership that has allowed our Reform and conservative Jewish communities to grow and thrive together. Some may think that's impressive, but for those that fully understand what it means to get that many Jews in a room to agree, it truly is a Nobel Prize level achievement. Faith has continued to be a pillar of our Jewish community, sharing her generosity, her skills, her wisdom, but that is hardly where it ends. She's also a leader in our broader community, working with the Spokane Alliance, sitting on their board and strategy team that helps secure important wins like millions in funding for childcare and affordable housing, and creating pathways for essential and well-paying jobs in local trades. All of this would have been sufficient, Diana, to understand why she's receiving this special award, but this is only a fraction of who Faith is and the impact she's had on so many. As one of her many admirers shared, she's complex and multifaceted, and in her generosity, she is quiet and humble. When something's needed, she's the first to determine what that is. She's tireless in her passion and drive to meet people where they are. It should come as no surprise that Faith was instrumental in the founding of the Mahima Project at Thrive International. Mahima was founded in 2021 to create a place where refugee and immigrant women participate in income-generating programs and where survivors of abuse and trauma heal. This is a program that has and continues to change lives every day. The program's director, another member of the Faith Fan Club, reflected on her impact. When the tsunami struck southern India and Thailand in 2004, I was still a refugee living in Nepal. I remember watching the news and being deeply moved by the generosity of American people to help complete strangers thousands of miles away. I thought to myself, what a beautiful country filled with such compassion. Years later, I met someone who embodied that same spirit, Faith. In a time when many seek recognition for even the smallest good deed, she stood apart and quietly refused recognition or accolades, all while providing an incredible gift that enabled me to create Mahima, which means grace and greatness. It has since become a healing pathway not only for me, but for many refugee women who share stories like mine. Through her quiet strength and humility, Faith has taught me what true human values look like. And in her humbleness, I found a deeper understanding of what it means to serve and to receive with grace. The Jewish philosopher and rabbi Maimonides has a wonderful teaching about the 8 degrees of giving, each one higher than before. Well, Maimonides has nothing on our faith. She has transcended all of these levels. Her generosity and grace continues to build a more just, beautiful, and righteous world. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to a true woman of valor, Faith Hayflick.
So I am truly humbled by this award and by your, can you hear me? And by your words, Diana. Much of that is exaggerated. I would never go skydiving. I've been thinking since I learned I won the award about service and what I've learned and why I do it. And I had this whole speech, and then I just kind of threw it out this morning because I was driving onto the freeway exit where I live, and I was angry because it's a dangerous exit, and they're never going to change it. They keep saying they don't have money, and I always feel like I'm taking my life in my hands to drive on it. I'm angry because I read yesterday in, I think it was the New York Times, about a woman in Georgia who has been brain dead for over a month and is being kept alive in order to bear a baby. She's being kept alive for 3 more months in order to bear a baby that they already know has fluid in the brain. And costs are mounting up for her family. And I feel like it's The Handmaid's Tale. And I'm angry. Every time I read the newspaper, I get angry or feel distraught or feel sad. And this is why I do service. Because anger is energy, and we can use that energy to do service. And so it is one of the reasons why I am treasurer of Spokane Alliance, which I gotta tell you, I don't like being treasurer. It's a lot of paperwork. But I know the good work that the Alliance does. And if you want to learn more about it, you can talk to Diana or Laurel over here, who is the director. And it makes things better for people in Spokane. So right here, it makes things better. Just like Jewish Family Services makes things better for people in Spokane. And, you know, sometimes there's so much I've learned from people here. I've seen people that I dismiss and somebody else gives them a really kind word. And it takes them seriously. And I think, yeah, I shouldn't be dismissing people. I see people being kind, and I see Tamar. Every time you talk to Tamar, you'll notice she thanks you for something. She always shows gratitude, and I've learned about that, about showing gratitude from Tamar. I've learned from Diana about just doing what needs to be done, what's in front of you, and not, you know, I used to I'd do stuff and then I'd whine in my brain. It's like, why do I have to do this? And it just takes time and kind of would bring me down. And when I was vice president and Diana was president of the congregation, I just noticed how she would just keep moving on. She wouldn't worry about it. And I thought, oh, I can free up space in my brain, by not whining. And then I've just seen so many of you, especially, this past time, my husband's been sick, just reaching out to me. And how much that means to me has meant in that knowing I'm not alone. And it's something small. It's something that does not take a lot of energy, but it does take effort and thinking about others. And so I know all of us here, all of you that I know, and I'm sure all of you that I don't know, do service. And so it makes me also very proud to be a Jew because of our legacy of Tikkun Olam. So thank you again for the award.
Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to be here with all of you to celebrate the work of Spokane Area Jewish Family Services and to honor the dedication of Marty Martin and Faith Hayflick, who have shown towards SAJFS and the wider Jewish community. I have the great honor and privilege of presenting Marty with the Julie Morris Outstanding Service Award. Marty has been a distinguished member of the Jewish community for over 30 years. She broke the glass ceiling by becoming the first female board president of Temple Beth Shalom, an achievement that paved the way for future generations and women leaders. She served an incredible 17 years on the board of JFS, including 5 years as president. Last year, Marty stepped off the board for the second time, but remains an active leader, coordinating and facilitating the caregiver support group and serving on the grants committee. Marty's skills, dedication, wisdom, and collaborative approach have long been central to this organization's continued success. Marty is not only known for her board or committee roles, she is beloved by those who receive her kindness and grace. From years of providing transportation and visitation to seniors, to supporting the luncheon program and making holiday gift deliveries, Marty has done it all. Her commitment to supporting others doesn't stop with her work in the Jewish community. In her 35-year professional career as a community health educator, she focused on helping people live healthy and fulfilling lives. That thread of love and care runs through everything she does. But when you ask people who know Marty best, they'll tell you what makes her truly remarkable isn't her resume. It's the way she sees the best in others and holds space with genuine warmth and sincerity. She's the center of a Venn diagram, someone who naturally brings people together with heart, purpose, and dedication. Marty has a gift for making people feel valued, not for what they do, but for who they are. It's also the way she shows up. Marty is a person who shows up with depth, care, laughter, and unconditional love. Whether in the daily rhythms of life or during moments of real hardship, Marty brings sincere empathy and the right touch of humor, lightening the heaviest of times. She supports others not out of obligation, but out of an unshakable instinct to care. It's who she is. On a personal note, Marty showed up for my mother, my aunt, and my entire family when we needed it most. When my mother learned her cancer had returned, my aunt Barbara asked Marty if she would join her in supporting my mother through what was going to be an incredibly challenging journey. Being the real mensch that Marty is, she was all in. Together with friend Vicky Strauss, they formed the formidably loving gang of Fristers, the technical term for a group of friends and sisters. With knitting needles in hand, Marty and the gang were by my mother's side for every single chemo treatment and met up at least weekly thereafter. They were inseparable, and Marty was there through thick and thin, through all the laughter and through all the tears. After my mother passed, the Fristers continued to get together every week, and their Fristerly love and connection continues to this day. Marty, I will always remember the love and devotion you showed towards my mother and my family. It's truly a gift and a blessing. You have enriched my life, the lives of so many here today, and the lives of countless others in the Jewish community and beyond. On behalf of the board, the benefit committee, and everyone that has come to honor you here today, we cannot thank you enough for the love, wisdom, and laughter you continue to share so generously. We also extend our gratitude to your beautiful family, your husband Dennis, your daughters Daniela and Lauren, your granddaughters, your great-granddaughter, and your ancestors of blessed memory. Thank you for the support you've given Marty to become the remarkable person she is today. It is clear that the strength Marty offers to others is deeply rooted in the love and support she receives from all of you. Mazel tov on this well-deserved award. Congratulations, Marty.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Anyone? Either one? Is this good? Okay. When I first came here over 30 years ago, we went to synagogue on a Friday night. I think it was a bar mitzvah night. And I turned to Dennis and I said, I am going to shrivel up and die here. Those were exactly my words. And that couldn't have been further than the truth. This community opened its arms to our family, and we opened our arms and reached back. And I could sit here or stand here all day giving you a list of all the things that we've gained by being part of this community. I'd like to talk a lot about the fact that nobody leads alone, that without the support of other people, you wouldn't be able to do it. And I'd like to start with Al Rubens, who unfortunately is not here. He had to go and take a vacation. But when Al asked me to be on the temple board, he said to me, oh, you must have a lot of leadership experience, you know, in high school and college. And I thought, the only thing I have ever led is a few dancers on a stage. That was it. I had no idea about leadership, so I really went into becoming the first female president of Temple Beth Shalom blindly. But I think Al saw in me something I didn't see in myself. He saw that I had some innate leadership skills and continue to this day to be a leader in this community. It's hard to believe that 30 years ago, it was a big deal to be a female leading in this Jewish community. My favorite thing that happened at my installation was Dick Rubens of blessed memory coming up to me and saying that he had gone out to Mount Nebo and the ground was shaking. And I said, why? And he said, because all those old men are turning over in their grave. Dick was an important part of my leadership because I sat with him several times so he could give me the history of this Jewish community. I was new to the community, didn't know a lot, but I think going into leadership, it's really important to know the history. I think it's really important to know history altogether, but in this community, it was very important. So I thank him for everything he contributed. The other person I want to thank is Steve Birdie. Where are you hanging out, Steve? Oh, there you are. So I know everybody was excited back then that I was the first female president, but I was more excited that I was the first leader of this community from a step stool. I brought this with me today. Steve actually gave me this when I was president, so luckily today I didn't need to use it.
You gave me a stopwatch, too.
Steve really was an incredible amount of support. I always describe my time as being president as death, disease, and destruction. My father died, the custodian had a heart attack, and there was, I think, 22,000 gallons of water in the basement of the synagogue, and we closed down for 2 weeks. And on top of that, our rabbi took a first sabbatical. So it was a very challenging time, and without Steve, I don't think I could have made it through. Unfortunately, then Steve felt that I owed him, and he got me on the JFS board. I want to mention Kathy Golden, who's rolling her eyes. Kathy has been on both my boards, my Temple board and the JFS board, and I call Kathy the person who keeps the details straight. So she was always my reference of what needs to be done, how it needs to be done properly, and following protocol. And I thank you for that. I watched this organization, which you know I love, or I wouldn't have spent 17 years working for it. I watched it start with these little seeds that Rona Naughton did called Senior Connections, and it's grown to this incredible organization with the leadership of Neil, who I see as a jack of all trades. He has so many different skills that he brings to the organization. I'm also very proud of the current board. You want all the board members here, just kind of wave. They are a multi-talented group of people who have brought incredible skill and knowledge and energy to the board. And I'm very, very proud of that because I helped build it. And then I want to thank Larry Weiser, who he and I have both times we've been on the board together. And Larry also has rescued me a couple of times. But I think the most important thing was when both of us came back to the board, we came back with a lot of knowledge of how to make it work and enthusiasm for the organization. Really helped build it. Thank you, Larry. I want to thank my family, Dennis, who very often I took time away from him and he kept saying I volunteer too much, and then made me stand in front of a mirror going, no, no. He wanted me to practice saying no so I wouldn't be so busy. And I want to apologize to Lauren and Daniela for any of the time that I took away from you because I was so busy. Well, thanks. And also my grandchildren, Millie, who isn't here today, who is here today, and Zoe, who isn't here today because she's ill, and also my granddaughter, Forrest, who's home with her baby, because they are the people who bring joy and love to my life in a way that helps fuel me and keep me going. Do I have anything else to say? Yes. And to all my friends, you know who you are, who always support me, always there for me. I really appreciate it. And I'm very excited that I put so much energy into this organization because Dennis and I are now old enough to need the services it provides.
Let's try that again. That works. Hi, everyone. Most of you know me. I'm Berdine Bender. On the JFS board, and I am always the one seeming to get music going for our organizations. About a century ago, when I was at Niles East High School in Skokie, Illinois, I was lucky enough to be a part of a wonderful, fabulous mixed chorus that was led by a director who was incredible, and his name was Earl Auger, who I'll never forget. He was such a good conductor that our little choir won a national competition to sing for the National Music Teachers Conference in Miami Beach, Florida. Not only did this allow me the opportunity to get my very first airplane ride ever, but we won our competition, and we won it with a wonderful barbershop song called Deep River, which you probably all know. This afforded us Sweet 16ers the ability to hear a whole host of barbershop singers at this conference, and it made me really excited about this genre of music, and this is really American music. Now fast forward to 2024, and as I started working with our delightful cantor Eric Concius, who you guys should come on up and get yourselves organized, because I know we're running late because we're Jews and we always run late. And I think we have 2 mics coming up for you guys. So Eric, unbeknownst to me, when I was talking to him, said he was having fun singing with a barbershop music group, a local group of singers that are called the Lilac City Voices. So I went and checked them out. And I found a fantastic group of both men and women who were rehearsing at St. Stephen's Church. And they do this, you guys, on Wednesdays, right? Yeah, and they want more singers. And for a barbershop quartet, there are mixed voices. They have women and men, like Christella's here, yeah. It was so much fun, and I thought that we needed to showcase and share them with you all. This is a special JFS benefit luncheon. We need something special. I'm sure most of you have an idea of what barbershop music sounds like. It's very classic American-style music, typically done by a quartet, sung a cappella, which for those of you who aren't musicians means without other music accompaniment, and always in 4-part harmony with a homorhythmic texture. This music is rooted in African American traditions from the 1800s through the early 1900s. And it's felt to be, just like klezmer music, which is one of my favorites also, one of the harbingers of American jazz and American blues. It's lots of fun and a treat to both sing this and to perform it. And so here to perform for you are our tenor, who is Christelle Callan, if that's how you pronounce your name, right? And our lead, Aaron Carr Callan. We all know our bass, Eric Concius, and our baritone, Lauren Rance. So here for your listening enjoyment and lots of fun, the Lilac City Voices Barbershop Quartet. I'm going to get away from them.
Does this work? Yes, it does. Good Yontif, everyone. Please turn to page 2. I'm kidding. Love you guys. Okay. Good morning, everyone. We are a barbershop quartet representing the Lilac City Voices. This is a very loud microphone. We are here to bring some light and sunshine to your day. We'll be singing some fun and hopefully familiar tunes for you. So let's see if we can get started with microphones. Here they come. This is called Stalin. It's a Russian song. Thank you. Thank you for getting that joke. What, you've never been to the Catskills? You've heard of a tree grows in Brooklyn? This is a Jew lives in Spokane. Okay, you're an easy audience, thank you. Don't encourage me. What? East Spokane. Okay. You want to hear some music? I can't hear you. There we go. All right. This is Come Fly With Me, which has a pitch of E flat. You got to get near the microphone if they're going to hear you. First chord go. Come fly with me, let's fly away, up and away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away, up and away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a one-man band and a toot is flute for you. Come fly away, let's take off in the blue. Off in the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together, weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say the words and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, come on, let's fly. Come on, baby, let's touch the sky. Come on, baby, let's fly. Good dream.
Hello, greetings everyone. Well, I'm happy now, but sometimes we try to make things feel better when we're feeling down through singing. So first, After You've Gone is a familiar story of breakup and making sure your ex knows that they're gonna miss you. But of course they're gonna miss you right back. So we're just gonna go ahead and sit right down and write myself a letter about it.
I'll do it for you.
Please.
They don't teach you this in cantorial school. Okay, there you go. Ooh, first chord. Ooh, can't believe we're breaking up. Ain't no chance for making up. Baby, don't treat me this way, 'cause you're gonna be lonely someday. After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying. You'll feel blue, you'll feel sad. You'll miss the dearest pal you ever had. Now there'll come a time, now don't forget it. There'll come a time when you'll regret it. Someday, when you grow lonely, your heart will break like mine, and you'll want me only. After you've gone away, you've gone away. And so there'll come a day when you will miss me. Remember the day when you could kiss me. One day you will grow lonely, your heart will break. You'll want me only after you've gone away, gone away. You told me goodbye, now it's your turn to cry. After you've gone away. You have to join our chorus. You know these songs. I'm looking at you, Mary. Okay. You see her singing along? If you really need to sing along, go for it.
Just don't sing baritone.
Yep. The mailman passes by, and I just wonder why. He never stops to ring my front door. He never rings my front door bell. There's not a single line from that old love of mine. No, not a word since I last heard farewell. That's the reason that I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Oh yeah, and make believe it came from you, came from little old you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better, much better, and laugh the way we used to do, yes you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself that letter, and then I'll make believe it came from you, my dear. Since you stopped writing me, I'm worried as can be. Gotta find a way to feel okay again. So here's my plan. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better, and laugh the way we used to do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself that letter, oh yeah, and then I'll make believe it came from Y-O-U. I'm gonna make believe it came from you. Oh yeah. Okay. That was fun. But really, I'm looking forward to the summer where we can all just relax and go out to the boardwalk and just daydream.
That sounds like a cue for 2 songs.
Oh, is it?
It is. I get to start this one. Yeah. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. Oh, what a day.
What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream. Dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun and fall on my face on somebody's new mown lawn. I've been having a sweet dream. Yes, I've been dreaming since I woke up today. It's starring me in my sweet dream. Cause she's the one makes me feel this way. And even if time is passing me by a lot, I couldn't care less about the dues you say I got. Tomorrow I'll pay the dues for dropping my load. A pie in the face for being a sleepy bull toad. And you can be sure that if you're feeling right, a daydream will last you long into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may pick up your ears, or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream is custom made for a daydreaming boy. Daydreaming boy. Daydreaming boy.
And who wants to sing along? We encourage singing along on this next one. I hope some of you know this one. How many of you know these songs so far? Okay, there's some hands. All right. Hopefully you know this one.
We will take names.
We'll take names, yeah. Ready?
What's the next one? I don't even know.
Oh, it's Under the Boardwalk.
Oh, I don't even know that song.
Oh, all right, well then,
Okay.
I'll take it.
Well, if you guys can help me out, let's see what we do.
Yeah, we can. We'll carry it.
Dum, 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 dum.
When the sun, that's it, right? Yeah,
Dum.
I got it. I think I know this one. Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
The sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
who falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Now at the park you hear the happy sound of a carousel. I can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk, the sun under the boardwalk, having some fun. Walking above, who are falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. That was awesome,
Good job,
you guys.
Good job. And thank you for helping.
Is everyone having a good time so far?
Yay.
Good. It occurs to me that we haven't introduced ourselves.
Somebody else did, but
I'm
we're good.
Lauren.
Hi,
Hi, Lauren. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eric. How you doing? We introduced ourselves.
That's such an old joke. So, I'm Lauren Rance. I'm the president of the Lilac City Voices, and I want to point out that in your program it said we were organized in 1951. We did, but that was as the Pages of Harmony. You probably have heard that around. And in the past, 3 years, we changed our name to more contemporary and more inclusive name of Lilac City Voices. We are now co-ed, as you can see, in the chorus and in a lot of our quartets, and it has made us so much better. Our lead is Aaron Karkalen. Aaron, in his other life, if you live out in the Far Valley, Aaron might have delivered packages for you. He works for UPS. And our tenor is Christelle Callan. Christelle teaches all kinds of aerobics and other things around town. Your bass goes without introduction to you.
Yay.
Star of stage screen, and television. So we meet every Wednesday at South Hill, St. Stephen's Episcopal Church, and we'd love to have all of you lend your voices to us. If you do, that would make us feel fine, and we'll see blue skies. How's that for a really awkward segue? Well, I didn't write this. I'm just delivering. So, with that, let's feel fine.
Let's feel fine.
Well, I woke up this morning feeling fine. I woke up with heaven on my mind. I woke up with joy in my soul, 'cause I knew my Lord had control. Well, I knew I was walking in the light, 'cause I've been on my knees in the night and prayed till the Lord gave a sign. And now I'm feeling mighty fine. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know I wanna go? Where the milk and honey flow, milk and honey flow.
Light that shines inside this heart of mine. Heaven on my mind. And now I'm feeling mighty fine. I'm feeling mighty fine. Yes, I'm feeling fine. Heaven on my mind. I got heaven on my mind. Don't you know I wanna go? Yes, I wanna go where the milk and honey flows. Milk and honey flows. Light that shines, a light that always shines in this heart of mine. I got heaven on my mind. And now I'm feeling mighty fine. Oh, I'm feeling, yes, I'm feeling mighty fine. I'm feeling mighty fine. I'm feeling mighty fine. It's G flat. Blue, yeah. Blue. The first word is blue. Here we go, ready? Blue skies are coming my way. It's gonna be a wonderful day. What a day. Blue skies are smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies. Do I see, and bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sunbeam shining so bright, I never saw things just going so right. Never seen the day hurrying by when you're in love, my, how they fly, blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies. Do I see, and bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long, I
never saw the sun
shining so bright.
I never thought things
Just noticing the day hurrying by when you're in love, my, how they fly and fly. Blue days, they're gone, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies. From now on, nothing but blue skies. Blue skies from now on, there's blue skies from now on. Now on. Let's go right to the last one. Right to the last one? Yeah, right to the last one. I need my glasses. Before we leave you, we'd just like to thank Jewish Family Services for inviting us to sing for you and for all you do for the community. And we hope we brought some sunshine to your day. And if you really like this music, May 31st, put it on your calendars. The Lilac City Voices will be hosting our annual cabaret at Hamilton Studio at 7 p.m. For more information and tickets, please visit lilaccityvoices.org. That URL again, lilaccityvoices.org. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That was pretty mid, right? No cap. All right, so we're going to now do your favorite song, our last song. How many of you are Disney fans? Any? This, I believe, comes from a little-known movie called Toy Story, does it not? Yeah, it's a little-known song from Toy Story. Here we go. That's all we're going to say about it. And you get a little closer on my. Ready? You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. And when the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Son, you've got a friend in me. Saying you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me.
You've got troubles, I've got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you.
We stick together, we can
See it through, 'cause you've got a friend in me.
Wah, wah, wah. Some of the folks might be a little bit smarter than I am,
Bigger and stronger too, but really do.
but none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy. And as the years go by, our friendship friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Shooby-doo-wop.
You guys go over there, we go over here. And I'll see y'all Erev Rosh Hashanah. We're going that way. Okay.
You don't need me. God's got it.
It's the way this is set up now. Do this. Can you hear me? No. Well, okay. Oh, did I do it? Yep. So before I talk, I'd like to remind everyone to go out there to bid on the silent auction. There are a couple of very cool things, and we're going to announce those winners after I chat with you. So good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Liat Kriegel, and it's a privilege to have the opportunity to speak to you all today and share my own experiences and gratitude for what Spokane Area Jewish Family Services offers to our community. Of course, as you might guess, I'm not just up here to share my positive experiences with JFS, but also to ask you all to continue to support the essential and invaluable work and services we offer. A little about myself. I'm trying to talk fast and it's really not working out, but I know that we're like very low on time, so, but I'm taking a deep breath because I'm going too fast for myself. A little about myself. I am the daughter of a secular Israeli and a conservative rabbi, and the granddaughter of Holocaust survivors on one side, and a conservative rabbi, runs in the family, I guess, on the other. I was raised in Los Angeles, in the Valley, an area many often referred to as Little Israel because of its high concentration of Israeli Americans. I eventually moved to New York City, then Beersheba, Israel, then Philadelphia, before returning to Los Angeles. The first 30-odd years of my life allowed me the privilege of living in a world that was heavily Jewish. I remember it was a point of pride when I told someone that no, most of my friends are not Jewish. Imagine that. In the world I lived in, having friends who were not Jewish was a unique experience. I will put this lightly. Moving to Spokane was a culture shock. I was acutely aware that I would be raising my daughter in a place that looked very different than the one I grew up in. And to be frank, I was anxious. I had no template. I was not prepared to be the primary Jewish resource. I, after all, grew up eating at Amir's Falafel, shopping at Supersol, seamlessly moving between Hebrew and English at public school with friends and acquaintances alike. I went to Camp Ramah and was involved in USY. I remember competing with my friends at my public elementary school about who could learn Ashrei fastest, and I came in second place. Then friends in Spokane told us about PJ Library. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was Rachel Zach. It was an access point, an opportunity to create a community through sponsored events and to normalize being Jewish in a place where most people celebrate Easter and Christmas. My daughter lights up when a new book arrives. Through PJ Library, she gets to learn about Judaism and her Jewish culture and heritage. She reads about other kids who have savtas and sabas or imas and abbas. She sees names and words that are otherwise only used by close family members. She reads about others who prepare and eat the same foods we eat in our house: borekasim, schnitzelim, challah, falafel. PJ Library books teach about holidays and prayers, about culture and language, about Jewish ethics and values, about community and the diaspora. And as Raya gets older, the books age with her, introducing her to new and more complex narratives about what it means to be Jewish in today's world. One of her favorites is A Moon for Mo and Mo, a story about Muhammad and Moses, a Muslim boy and a Jewish boy who live in the same neighborhood in Brooklyn and come to learn they are more similar than different. For Raya, it was a special opportunity to see the boys bond over date cookies and rugelach, two treats she's grown up on because of her Israeli-American family. And while I could probably build my argument simply through PJ Library alone, I'll add that more personally, JFS has facilitated innumerable opportunities to be and feel Jewish in Spokane, whether through the annual JFS-sponsored Jewish Film Festival, which provides a critical and accessible venue for Spokane residents to build bridges and share Jewish culture through film, or through picnics and events that bring Jewish families together. And of course, JFS provides critical social support services for low-income seniors and other people in the greater Spokane area. In 2024 alone, JFS served over 194 senior clients and 137 non-senior clients through consultation and referrals to community resources, financial assistance for clients who need help paying for rent, utility bills, and other basic needs, direct food assistance from the JFS Food Bank, which stocks nutritious, shelf-stable food items and delivers to clients who can't come to JFS, and transportation assistance for medical appointments or essential errands for seniors, people with disabilities, and other clients who lack access to transportation. JFS is a small social service organization, offers short-term limited financial assistance to help mitigate the effects of an unexpected financial crisis like job loss, interruption in income, or unexpected expenses that threaten a household's stability. During the earlier stages of the COVID-19 pandemic and continuing into the present, JFS saw a significant increase, over 3 times greater than prior, in requests for direct financial assistance for basic needs, in particular for utility bills and rent. This increased demand for financial assistance has not subsided. In fact, in 2024, it increased by 31% in comparison to 2023. In 2024, 59% of the clients served by JFS were seniors, and at least a quarter of these seniors were at or below the poverty level. The poverty line, had disabilities, and or faced significant health challenges. Of those client households that received financial aid, 27% included seniors and all were low income. In one note, as we enter uncertain times, as funding mechanisms change or end, we are seeing a shift in how private foundations are approaching grants. JFS has historically been able to acquire a wide swath of support across multiple funders. But those same funders are, for good reason, prioritizing funding those agencies who may have lost federal support or who have otherwise not received funding from them already. We face an unanticipated obstacle and hope that our community can step in and help us move through it. So here's the ask. Please help us continue providing Jewish experiences and social services. Help us fulfill the values of our matriarchs and patriarchs. Help us repair the world with loving kindness from generation to generation. You can give once, you can give monthly, and if you're not in a position to donate money at all, you can also keep JFS in mind when you're cleaning out your cabinets for food drives or have ready medical supplies you can pass along. And now more than ever, we welcome donations of time and kindness. Volunteers are essential and sustain our ongoing effort to make change and provide Jewish enrichment. We have space on all our committees for anyone who is willing to contribute. You can ask me or any of the other board members here if you have time to step up and step in. So many thanks to Neil Schindler for running this incredible community resource and yes. And to the fundraising committee who organized this benefit, to all the board members who are constantly thinking of ways to grow and improve JFS, and of course to the many, many volunteers and contributors who help to sustain our effort. As is written in the Midrash Deuteronomy Rabbah, a community is too heavy for anyone to carry alone. Thank you all for creating and carrying this community forward through JFS. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Liat. And I think you've got the opportunity on your tables there to step up, roll up, if you can. There's some envelopes on the table. You can put your donation in there. And again, as she said, you can reach out to any of us if, I'm speaking into 2 mics. I have so much to say. Donate. Sorry. Come on up. So So we have some more ways to get involved here. We also have our live auction, and I think it's not too late to get your last minute bids in for the auction around the corner there. So if you want to sneak out, we won't be offended if you do that. And we've got our auctioneers coming up. As they come up here, I'll share with you that apparently these are my official fancy pants because I found inside the pocket, I guess the last time I wore them was Passover, because there's a lamb shank in here. Cool. Come on up. Would you like this or this?
Good morning. My name is Esther Rosevier, and I am going to be your gentle guide as we work together to raise some more additional funds for this fabulous organization, Jewish Family Services, which we all know does incredible, important, and necessary work. Today, we have 2 items that are up for live auction. The first one is from Gander and Rye Grass. What an amazing restaurant. One of the premier fine dining upscale Italian restaurants in our city. Adjectives that are used to describe this restaurant are exquisite, delicious, great service, and elegant. We are offering a $100 gift certificate to Gander and Rye Grass. That is an amazing, amazing thing to bid on. And paired with that will be 2 tickets to see the Master Works Symphony. It's at Spokane Symphony. And it is 2 tickets for the 2025-26 season. And all of us know how lucky we are to have such a wonderful symphony in our city. We are very, very blessed. And I can't tell you what a groupie I am, because when I hear Mateus play, my heart melts. I can't help it. So this is a value of $134. Together, this package is $234. I'm good with math. And we are going to say that you don't have to use these 2 together. You could go out to dinner one night, you could, go to the symphony another night, or you could pair them together. So we're going to start the bidding at half price. And obviously, since I don't see so well, Nancy is going to be my eyes. So don't wave at me. I won't see you. Wave at Nancy, and she'll be sure to get your bid. $125 for these 2 fabulous gift donations. Who's the first bid? Anyone? All right, we got one. We're gonna move it on up. You know that's gonna happen. How about 135? Do I have that? 135 to see Mateus's fingers fly over that violin? All right, 135. Awesome. That's a wave. I'll take that. Okay, how about $145? What a deal. Good. That's great. Remember, delicious food, fine Italian dining, right? $165. Anyone? Do we have? Oh, great. And I'm just going to keep on doing this bidding battle here. $175. Anyone interested? Yay! All right, let's go to $185. Another one. Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. 200. Anyone interested? 200. It's still a deal. $200 for these 2 great donations. Remember, Father's Day is coming. Okay, great. How about 200 and I'm going to go for it, $20. $220. Anyone? Still a deal. And you can help this organization do more incredible things. What a great way to enjoy and have knowing that your money is going to a good cause. $220? Anyone? Anyone? Can I twist an arm? Anyone? Okay. Yay! $220. Norma, all right, $220. Okay, I'm going to try for the value of these two gifts. We're going to go for $235. So we'll make a profit. $235. Yay! All right, now I have to go for one more. I have to. All right, how about $240? 240? Still a steal. Eating at gander and ryegrass, listening to music. $240? Going for a good cause? Anyone? Anyone? One last chance? If not, gone at $235. Congratulations, enjoy.
Thank you so much. Was that two seats to go? Do you need someone to go with you? Because I'm available. All right, thank you so much for that. Next up, we have announcements for our silent auction. So Neil, if you want to come up, you can make one last dash. Oh no, he's got them in his hands. It's too late. No? Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Anybody want to rush the stage? All right, Neil, over to you.
Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate everyone being here today, and I'm happy to announce the winners of our silent auction, starting with some of our wonderful table centerpieces kindly donated. So the winner of one of our centerpieces will be Miriam Berkman. Thank you very much, Miriam, for the donation. Yes, indeed. Another of our centerpieces won by Laurel Fish from Spokane Alliance. Thank you so much, Laurel, wherever you may be, for your generosity. All right, and now we are moving on to the silent auction items that were out in the lobby. Very competitive bidding on some of these, and I'm very excited to announce the winners here. So, winner of the aforementioned guided bird walk and gift basket with a bird book, with none other than Alex Panagotakos. This one really went very, very competitive, and I was glad to see that. The victor here is Norma Huppen. Thank you, Norma, very much for your generous bid, and enjoy that birding. All right, next up we have the wonderful and unique necklace made with rose quartz and iolite beads, generously donated by Karen Albert. Thank you, Karen. And the lucky winner here is Jennifer Hicks. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation as well. All right, the next winner we have is for the Indicana gift card. If you're not familiar, Indicana is a pretty new restaurant in the Perry district that combines Mexican and Indian cuisines. I have not been there myself, but it looks amazing and I'm eager to go. And we've auctioned off a $100 gift card. Thank you so much, Kathy Golden, for your generous bid. You have won the gift card. Enjoy your meal there. And then we have a true wonder of the world from Wonders of the World in the I wanted to say steam plant, but it's the flour mill. The wonderful shop with lots of unique items. We had the Caribbean calcite sphere that some of you may have admired out there. The lucky winner of that is Miriam Berkman. Thank you, Miriam, for your donation. All right, and then Miriam donated the handmade Bolivian alpaca shawl, which I'm sure many of you admired, adorning the mannequin out there. And the winner of that beautiful item, also unique, is Lenya Treewater. Thank you, Lenya. All right, and in addition, the gift basket from Trader Joe's with lots of delicious breakfast items. We have a winner there too. It's Carmela Conroy. Thank you so much, Carmela, for your support. Very much appreciated. And last but not least, an amazing gift basket donated by Mary Walker, Miriam's basket with all kinds of amazing items, including many from Israel. The winner of that basket is Lenya Treewater as well. Thank you, Lenya, again for your generosity. What a wonderful item. Thank you all for your support and your generous donations. Much appreciated. And if you would like to make the donations that you've pledged on your way out, I will be outside at the check-in, and I'm happy to take those donations when you're ready.
I'm about to do that right now. You're perfect. So the flower decorations, Edie Goldberg, Jennifer, got it. Grab yours, hold on. Oops. And Miriam, you have yours. And Dennis, is it Dennis or Denny? Denny, yeah. And there were 3 bids at the same table. So Lenya, why don't you grab one from one table and Maggie another one and Kathy another one, because we didn't get bids on all the tables. So please grab one and we'll take your donations. And Mary Walker. And let's see, is there one more? Nope, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. I don't know if anybody else was bird watching out the back window during this, but I was, and I saw a red-tailed hawk, and I saw some violet-green swallows, and some tree swallows, so, just it's happening all the time. So thank you all again for being here this morning. I want to return to where we began, which was with the chickadee. So chickadees, again, they remind us that being small does not mean being powerless, that warmth is something we share, that even the coldest seasons, we can call out to each other and be heard. And despite how cold and gray the winters are here, chickadees are among the first to sing in spring. Their call, which is often translated to, "Hey, sweetie," have you heard that? I think sometimes it sounds like cheeseburger. It rings out in the trees first thing in spring and tells us brighter days are ahead. And it's a small sound, but it really carries. It's a sign of resilience, and the same resilience that lives in this community. So next time you hear the chickadee sing, "Hey, sweetie," I hope you remember how powerful we are when we show up for one another, that care is contagious, that dignity is worth protecting, and that we are never alone in this work. Thank you for being part of this morning, for being part of the Jewish Family Services mission, and part of this remarkable community. Wishing you warmth, connection, and a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.